In a world of glitz and glam, flashing lights and screaming fans, most people are unaware of the war that rages behind the scenes. And that war includes your favorite artist and your favorite songs. This is The Dark Side of Songwriting. Hosted by Nayim Edwards.
Welcome to The Dark Side of Songwriting. My name is Nayim Edwards and I am your host. So today we're doing something a little bit different as far as this episode, because I noticed this pattern that we have in the community of this beautiful humanity that we have, and I'm talking about black music creatives, black music community, where we're just very accepting, we're open, anybody can walk through. And I personally know that we don't all feel like that should be happening. So what the fuck am I talking about? Issa Rae got this show called Rap Shit, and I guess there was a clip that came from the show. I have not been able to sit down and watch the show, but I do plan on doing that within the next couple of days, and we'll talk about it. There's some clip going around of, I guess, some actress from the show doing a parody of Amaretta's Not Atlanta, because I guess she's just some whatever on the show, right? Now, that would be all fine and dandy if we weren't in the situation that we're in, especially in female rap music, but in rap music and hip-hop music and black culture in general. If we weren't in such dire straits, that would be okay. It's just acting. So what am I talking about? And I might seem uneasy because it's so, you know, it is, when you get to talking about stuff like this, it really, you really gotta, whatever, I don't even have the words for that. So let me just explain this. This shit not funny. People are sending this clip around, playing this clip, doing whatever the fuck they're doing. Well, it's funny. Old girl posted it up. What the fuck is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is not funny. And you want to know why it's not funny? Because we have to go back and do our homework on what happens when we allow anybody to come through the door, one, but we allow motherfuckers to make jokes and make light of things. So I'm just going to give you the examples off the top of my head. Do you remember how Bad Baby was on Dr. Phil and she was doing whatever she was doing and she ended up rapping like she was literally just singing a Kodak Black or song or some shit, and Atlantic Records came through and signed her and had a bunch of black artists that you don't know, you're not going to hear of, because they blew their load with Bad Baby, write her music, and all of a sudden, Cash Me Outside, how about that? That shit wasn't funny no more. Because now she shot straight to the top after that. And even though her OnlyFans didn't have nothing to do with music, she's up $52 million for being a caricature of a hood rat. Like, it was funny, wasn't it? It was funny in the beginning until you got all types of teenage girls who rap well, rap about upstanding and rap about anything that you can rap about, but they will never get signed. But Bad Baby was able to come through the door and do that. You know, that's one example. Post Malone, White Iverson. It was funny when I remember somebody sent that shit to me when it first came out. I'm like, don't you ever disrespect a fucking Virginia legend by sending me no bullshit like this. I didn't even want to hear the fucking song when I saw it. I'm just like, no. I didn't like it. Didn't like the song. Whatever. It was funny until Post Malone becomes one of the biggest whatever stars. Actually, the biggest, most successful rapper to come out of Texas ever. Is it still funny? I want you to laugh with me. If it's funny to you, I want to hear you laugh. Actually, send me a fucking DM somewhere and of a voice note of you laughing if you still think it's funny. You know? Who else? Iggy Azalea. It was funny. We laughed. We what the fuck is this? We spread the word. We do all of this till T.I. tried to force her on us. And then kind of go back to what I was saying yesterday, that if you're not with QC as a mainstream female artist, you don't have no longevity for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they real life tried to pit her against Nicki Minaj, against black women, saying this was the next great thing, you know? That's, is like, are we not understanding what these patterns are? I'll go even further than those three. Goddamn, remember Jim Carrey was on In Living Color? And he was supposed to be like the comedic relief. It was just a joke of Jim Carrey being on In Living Color. It was funny. It wasn't serious. Shot straight to the fucking top. The Wayans, only we give a fuck about the Wayans at this point. Those people don't bring him up. Jennifer Lopez was the backup dancer on In Living Color. They shut that shit down, shot her straight up. Like, is it still funny? Is it funny when we see disparaging things happening to the culture that we built? The culture that but they can't have the culture without us. So the culture is gonna be here. But is it fun? It's not fucking funny, because what ends up happening is they're gonna keep throwing shit. You know, they called Eminem the Great White Hope. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna keep throwing shit until something actually sticks and is serious, so they can completely dismantle and dilute everything. And I want to talk about that dilution shit this week, but I damn near might just do it now. They do this to dilute the marketplace, so it's not serious, so they could come in and take everything. This is why, like, it's just like, this shit's not funny. And above being not fucking funny, because anybody doing their best imitation of what they believe an ignorant black person is, I'm not with it. I don't give a fuck who it is. Is Riff Raff funny? Riff Raff is still rich. Is that funny to you? I'm very curious to know. Why is this stuff funny to us? And it's so crazy with this Issa Rae rap shit show. It's supposed to be based on the City Girls. Nobody's talking about them. They talking about this white rap hoe. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's all fun and games. Rapping, that is not Atlanta. That is not Atlanta. Until Amaretta can't take off from what she originally created, because some white bitch that is acting, because this is what they like to do. They like to, oh, I'm an actress, I'm this, I'm that, until Atlantic Records come through and say, hey, we think we can really do something with this. And now she's rich forever. And Amaretta is a fucking novelty thing of the past that nobody gave a fuck about, and only historians will know she did that song because we'll talk about it. Meanwhile, somebody done ran off with everything that she was and ran off with the pot of gold. You know what I'm saying? That's why this shit ain't funny. That's why I'm not laughing, I'm not smiling. This shit is deadly serious at this point. Deadly serious, because our culture is going to die if we don't stop allowing. Our culture's gonna die if we do not stop allowing motherfuckers to just walk in and make fun about shit. I seen that video of that white hoe. Why are you standing in front of Spelman University? You don't have no business. Bitches should have walked out that school and stomped a fucking mud hole in this bitch. I don't give a fuck if it was for TV. She should have got her ass beat. But not even just for getting your ass beat. Somebody need to talk to Issa Rae. And what's crazy is I never watched Issa Rae's shows until I went on vacation a couple weeks ago. And my girlfriend, we watched the whole 7th season of Insecure. And I'm looking at this shit And I was like, yo, like this shit actually, like, we need more shows like this, because this is just like, it was pretty real, it was funny, it was good. But just because you do something good, that don't mean you can't be held accountable for the fucked up shit. We cannot start with that white hole dancing in front of Spelman, dancing in front of our fucking legends and icons, the Outcast mural. She don't have no business over there with them dirty ass braids that she had on her hair. And like, no, we cannot allow that. But we can't start with her. She will be dealt with. However, we have to hold people like Issa Rae accountable for allowing motherfuckers to do this, or even taking parts of our culture and selling them up the river and selling them out. We can't continue to, this is not a whorehouse. Well, it's a whorehouse now, but we need to stop treating this shit like a whorehouse, or it's going to die completely. The whore's gonna get a disease, then the whore's gonna die from the disease. We cannot do that. That's why I have a policy about what I do. There's a heavy vetting process. And if I find out shit about you later, clean cut, make an announcement, it's fucking over. Because it's just like, we have to stop doing this. We cannot continue to allow these things to happen, bro. We cannot continue to allow the diluting of our culture and the disrespect of our culture, and people making jokes and taking jokes and making shit like it's funny when we're laughing. And stop spreading shit. When I see shit I don't like, I don't send it to 100 people. I don't make commentary on shit I don't like. Now, I might get on this show and we talk about lessons, because this is the repertoire of knowledge. We can talk about lessons. We can talk about how things should have went or things happened. We're talking, but I'm not getting on this bitch talking about shit that I just don't like. I like music in general. If I see somebody doing something, I'm gonna call that shit out, because that's what we should be doing in general, period. Everybody should be doing it. We should be spreading it. And this is how people like Slim Jesus get out here. And you know, your son been rapping forever, but Slim Jesus can come out here and do this. Motherfuckers, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, anybody shouldn't be able to do anything. Anybody should not be able to say nothing. We have to stop spreading shit that we don't like. Why are we doing? That's free ads. You're not getting no free advertisement. But when we do free advertisement, is haha, you might get posted on Say Cheese. When they get free advertisement, you go to Atlantic Records and then can sell your pussy for $52 million right off into the sunset. Disrespect your mama and buy a house off that shit. The Great White Hope. Famous and rich forever. We don't have that over here. We have to stop that shit. And that's the dark side of this shit, is when we do something, it don't do nothing. When they do something, and my thing is, y'all wasn't spreading Amaretta shit like that, and her shit worthy of being spread. When they do it, it's funny until it ain't funny. It's always funny until it's not funny no more, because they've cashed out. We don't never cash out. Never. We have no records, instances of cashing out on nothing. And that shit gotta change. This has been the dark side of songwriting. I am your host, Nayim, and I will holler at you.